All right, so for today's adventure, I'm going to talk about something kind of fun, communication between audio humans in high volume environments or over long distances. Typically, people will use a walkie-talkie. You can talk over a walkie-talkie to pick it up, do this, do that. And that requires the other person to have a walkie-talkie. Kind of annoying for some scenarios. And also you have to lose your focus. You're here, you're listening to the system, and you've got to pick up the walkie-talkie and call the next thing. Same thing with a talkback mic. You're dependent on somebody turning it on, having the walkie-talkie or the talkback mic turned on. Over the years, and I'm sure just about everybody in audio does some sort of hand signaling. And I actually took it to the point where complete silent sound checks, where I'm not ever speaking over a talkback mic or a walkie-talkie. I'm able to do the entire sound check and also tune monitors, walk up on stage, have someone running the monitor console, give them a rundown of the hand signal system, and pretty much get most everything dialed in once I've EQ'd out maybe the critical feedbacks of the lead vocal, or even getting that EQ'd as well. So the system I use is a who, what, where. Who is, if you have to differentiate, if there's multiple guitar players, you might have to differentiate which of the two guitar players. If you're doing a kick drum signal, then there's only one drummer. You might not need to do the who. You can go straight into the what, which is the instrument or the specific mic on that instrument, which you may want to differentiate. And then the second part of what is the action or that you want them to adjust. Do you want it panned? Do you want it EQ'd? Do you want a frequency removed or boosted or whatever that is? And then the where. To turn the lead vocal up in the center wedges, turn the kick drum up in the side fill, turn 2K down on the background singer number 2 in the keyboard fill. Okay, so these are all stuff that's kind of intuitive, and I'm just going to share the system that I use. Maybe it'll come in helpful. Doing silent sound checks is useful, especially if you're working with the same people over and over. But I also did this in clubs, right? Come in and walk through and check all the monitors and ring everything out. And I just do a quick rundown ahead of time. So let me go through a mic chart and probably guess these instruments. Lots of silence here. What else do we got? And it pretty much goes through, drums and bass, guitar. And so those are kind of the who's of the adventure there. The next thing would be, and the instruments and the what's on the instruments. As far as the kick drum mics, the in and the out mic, you can do whole and inside. The actions now you get into what do you want to have happen? If you have right, turn lead vocal up in the center wedges, lead vocal down, side fills for front of house. You might want to be wandering around in the audience and say 2K down, main PA, 60 hertz up, the subs. Turn everything up. Kick drum sounds like shit. I think I drank too much and threw up last night. frequencies, getting frequencies together. 500, 200, 1K. Bringing up compressors get a little trickier when you start to do. I usually do squish. So we'll take, let's take the entire room and squish, or let's take the drum set and add some compression, because I have compression on the groups. The toms, 1, 2, 3, we went through. You know, if you have an accordion, you can have some fun with just figuring out the different instruments. Of course, turn the cowbell up everywhere. From out front, doing the sound check, you know, it was just great. Just to be able to look at the drum tech and call out the kick, call out the snare, snare top, snare bottom, it's not working. Go to the hi-hat, toms, 2. And take it, you know, I'm 150 feet away, 200 feet sometimes, and the drum tech can see me from there, and it's a good idea of what I'm asking for, and I can go back to something, you know. We traveled with a gong for a little while, and timpani drum. It's good enough to communicate. Bass guitar, bass DI, bass mic. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty here, so I'm just going through it. Just trying to share some of the things that I do to make things run smooth and get things done efficiently on a bigger scale that applies to a small scale as well. Cool. Cool. I hope you found the video interesting and informative. I've got a lot more videos out there, as well as other projects maybe you're interested in. Soundtools.com is a series of products that I've personally designed, and we manufacture really cool, high quality audio, analog over Cat5 and audio testers and other products. And great warranties, warranted forever, and well built, as well as ratsound.com, where we have a sales department. We're selling a wide variety of pro audio gear. You need audio gear, give us a shout. And we do installs, and of course our rental department that I started when I was 17 with my best friend Brian, and we provide sound for big festivals like Coachella and artists like Pearl Jam and Jack Johnson, Blink-182, and more, as well as local events and a wide variety of other nerdy audio stuff. So give a shout, and thanks for hanging out.